Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Work It Wednesday and we're going to finish off the page that we started in Mystical Lands of Vushana by Karen E. Myers. Hello Dawn, hello Davissa, hello Brooke, hello Danielle, hello Yana, hello everybody out there in Lurkerville. Today is one of those days. So I did get the sky finished that we started, and I did color up the leaves and the moon so that we don't have to deal with anything up there. Hello Toko. So who is excited for Mystical Lands in May? The reason why we're doing Mystical Lands in May, many of you know that Karen Myers has been a friend of mine for a little while now on the channel. She has come to visit us a couple of times, and she has had some medical issues lately. She found out last year that she had a brain tumor, and she did have that surgically removed. However, there was some side effects to that. And I just wanted to show her that the community stands behind her and that she is appreciated, that her art is appreciated, and encourage her to continue with her therapies and everything else to regain her hand, as well as regain her hands, as well as her walking ability and that sort of thing. She had some bad side effects of the brain surgery, so one of which was the loss of hearing, and another was the loss of some of her motor skills and her walking ability and that sort of thing. So I wanted to show her that we are standing behind her until she is better, and even after that. So that is why we are doing the 2 weeks in May of the Mystical Lands in May. Karen is going to be my artist of the month for the entire month. So I will be coloring Karen's work all month long. But there are several YouTube artists that have joined me, and I appreciate you all for joining me. I really do love the fact that so many were willing to jump in and color a page with me. So that is the reason behind the Mystical Lands in May. Karen has a new book, and I'm so excited about this new book. It's coming out on the 8th, so stay tuned. Keep an eye out for her new book on the 8th on both Etsy as well as on Amazon. All of her books right now on Etsy are 40% off. So if you want to purchase one of her books, now would be the best time to do it. She does have all of her books on Etsy, including this one. Oh, my camera looks terrible. Hold on a sec. Let me fix that. Oh, that's even worse. Hold on a sec. Oh, it is hot in here. My goodness. I hope everybody is having a good day. Oh, that's even worse. I don't know why my camera is so icky today. Probably because it's hot in here and I feel icky. Okay, so that's about the best we're going to get it. I think that's pretty good. like I said, she is working towards, you know, getting everything back. It's just I wanted to make sure that she was encouraged and knows that the coloring community is standing behind her and loving her to bits. So, yeah, it's hot in here. Don't like being overheated. I turned down the AC, but my fan, when the ceiling fan, when the lights are on, it does a weird reflection on my pages, and I don't like it. So it could cause some medical issues for people that have epilepsy and things like that. All right, so keep an eye on the schedule. I did have one artist, one channel that was not able to join. Um, of course, that is perfectly fine. Miss Ashley did have some surgery on her knee, and it is not well enough for her to join. So she will, of course, be lurking in all of the streams, well, in some of the streams anyway. However, she will not be joining us in the coloring of the art. She really, really wishes she could, but unfortunately, with things like surgery and that sort of thing, it's best to take care of yourself and, you know, make sure that you're healthy. And I want Ashley as healthy as possible. So I told her no worries, and you know, so she has been removed from the schedule. So keep an eye on that schedule, because if I do have any other changes, the schedule will change with them, and that's the best way to know which changes are made. Hello, Emily's Coloring Corner. Ugh. I'm sorry. I'm quite sure it is beautiful, Emily. I'm just not fond of. I shouldn't have said X. Sorry. I'm going to switch you over to the close-up camera so that we can get started here before I get myself in trouble. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a nice yellow and we're going to sharpen it. So how is everyone this week? It is the middle of the week. I hope you are all having a good week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some yellow and I'm going to do some bright yellow down here where the light of the window is going to hit. Welcome back. So what we're doing is we're putting in the glow from the windows at this point and the lantern. So I already put some glow in of the lantern when I colored it. I'm just extending it out a little bit. And putting in some glow from this window here on the plants. And then we're going to take a lighter yellow. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're feeling better. Awesome, Brooke! Congratulations! Yay! I knew you could do it. I'm excited for you. Well done. And we're putting in the glow for the moonlight now. Yes, it does work for halo effect as well. For example, the halo effect on the moon here, I did the yellows, but I also did a white gel pen and just smudged it until it gave it that glowy effect. Yeah, Amazon paper is always fun. But yes, the all of her books are available on Etsy. So if you want to color it on your own paper, I would definitely suggest purchasing it off of Etsy. So just going to put in some yellow here for that glow of the moonlight. We're going to come up here into the road a bit as well. And down the path on this side. With that glow. I don't want to put in too much because I don't want everything to be just yellow. So putting in the yellow first, because sometimes when you put in the lightest color first, especially if you're going to use some really dark colors, that light color will shine through better. Okay, so I think that's it for our glow. I think we want to put a little bit of moon glow on this area here as well. Okay. Hello, Amy. Absolutely. You get your rest. Awesome. Coloring is always good. Good, 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 good. So now we're going to take some greens. So I need a very light green. So we're going to take tennis ball first of all, which is number 63. It should be this one. And it is. And I'm going to sharpen it nice and sharp. And we're going to go from that yellow, and we're just going to come off of it. So see, as I go over it with the green, that yellow where I did it heavily is staying that yellow. Now I'd already put in the green shadow here for that basket. Putting a little bit of this tennis ball into the plants as well, where that moon glow is. And we're just going to put some of it in little areas that are going to be a little bit brighter. Oh, there's another mushroom. I missed a mushroom. Okay. And then we're just going to come through here. Like so. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Carol. Welcome, welcome. All right, now we're going to take number 38, which is green apple. Actually, I want celery first. So I want number 82. Do I already have it out? Yes. So this one is called Celery. It's number 82. And we're coming off of that lighter color, blending into it. And this gives us our light effect. From the moonlight as well as the light from the windows. And color the whole plant with this color, because we'll be darkening it up in a little bit here. Yes, I'm using light pressure as I do this. And we'll build the color from there. Then we're going to jump across the street here. Actually, we're going to come under here. And then jump down here. Hello, Diane. Welcome, welcome. And I think that's it for the lighter one. And then this one here is apple. And we're going to come off of that celery green with the apple. And we're just going to color everything that's going to be green with a base coat of the apple. This is Amazon paper. Yeah, this is directly in the book, so this is Amazon paper. I'm assuming that's a bush. And I'm going to adjust that because it's not showing you the green very well. There's too much light in my house right now, so. And I'm going to zoom you in a bit. There you go. That's a little better. Yeah, the paper that she uses in her books, I don't know why, but most pencils work quite well on it. Sometimes it gets a little slick, but if you get too many layers on it, you can definitely feel that it's Amazon paper. Okay. Almost all done with the base coat here. So starting on Saturday will be the kickoff to the Mystical Lands in May Color-a-thon. And of course, Karen has been very, very generous with us and has provided us with some giveaways. So I will tell you more about those on Saturday. Now the next one I'm going to use is number 58, which is Jade. No, I don't like Jade. Let's use number 9, which is Forest Green. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Robin. I'm not sure, but shade. Yes, a lot of times Amazon paper is, I think I understand now, just my brain just didn't grab it for a moment. Sometimes Amazon paper is very difficult to work with, especially with the more expensive pencils. I find that oil-based pencils work okay in Amazon paper, but wax-based pencils do work better, like Prismas and that sort of thing. It's actually the only time I like my Prismas is on Amazon-based paper. Otherwise, I'm not fond of my Prismas. So I'm just going through with the number 9, if you're following along. Putting in those shadows. Now I'm using a medium pressure for this because I'm almost finished with the colors that I'm going to use on this plant here. So I'm going heavier into those shadow areas and then just lightening it up a bit as I come out. And it would help if I was on screen. Yes, yes. I got it after I said I'm not sure what that means. Um, yeah, I'm not overly fond of Amazon paper. But in some books, I don't know why, and I think it's just the pencils I choose to color them with. They work a little bit better. Uh, Christine Caron's Amazon books have wonderful paper in it. Um, these books here, the only part of the fact that they're Amazon paper that bugs me is that they curl the more color you put on them. So I have pinned mine down so it will stop curling. Just going through and darkening up the bottoms of the leaves here and the edges. Like I said, I'm going through with a little bit heavier of a hand now to get that color layered in. Alright, now the next color we're going to use is the darkest color that we're going to use. Hello, Alex! Yes, some pencils do get very shiny when you don't want them to. Alright, so I'm going in with the darkest color now. Like so. Come through these ones here. Leaving those tips very, very light because they're getting some of that white light from the window. This part here I'm going to come up through the center with that dark as well as up the edge. And then we're going to go back to our medium color, which is number 58. That one was number 8. This one's number 58. And that's the wrong color. It was this one that I wanted. I don't know why I have number 58 out. I need to put it away before I use it again. It worked out, but that's okay. No, I don't do anything to protect it. If I use pastel on it, I do spray it with a fixative, but I don't normally do anything to protect it. Most of the time I do take the page out of the book and put it in a binder sleeve to put it in my binders, but other than that, nothing extravagant gets done to it. And I'm just going over the plants at this point. in that area so that I don't forget where I'm at. Nah. Pastels are fun to play with. And that was probably just a rock that I just colored green, but that's okay. I'm going to call it a bush. Alright, so now we're going to start on the grass areas here. And I've got my darkest green and my medium dark green here. So I've got 8 and 9. And we're going to start with 9. And we're just going to flick. And I'm going to sharpen this because I need it to be very, very sharp. No, I don't use a spray fixative on my colored pencils. I do on my pastels. I do use the crayon spray fixative on pastels, my chalk pastel type stuff. Oh, there's a plant there I missed. In these areas closer to the light sources, I'm using the lighter dark green for the flicks, for the grass blades. And I'm just following what the artist has already put on the page and just moving with those flicks that Karen already put out for me. There's another plant here. Oh. The King Art gel sticks I do not use a fixative with. Normally, if you let them sit for 24 hours and let them dry, either wet or dry, it will become quite permanent, so I don't worry too much about it. Alright, so I'm going into these plants here now with number 9. Again, leaving those tips. And then we're going to go into it with number 8 at the very base here. I'm telling you, I gotta put that pencil away because I keep on grabbing it and it's not the pencil I want. Hello, Angela. Yes, no, you don't need to put fixative over your gel sticks. Like I said, um, once they have had time to cure and dry, um, usually they're quite permanent. So absolutely, that's what the community is all about, is learning and enjoying each other and the artwork that everybody brings to the table. You know, what I'm not sure if any of you agree and you know that sort of thing, but I find that colorists are artists in just as well as anything else. And the artwork that we do brings life to a picture. And so many of you, are so good at it. Still going through with number 9. These darker areas further out, I'm going to start adding more of the number 8. Hello, Shannon. And blanket hello to you, dear. So I'm using number 8 now. I hope your day went a little bit better after this morning, Shannon. I think it's just one of those days because my day has been about the same. I just couldn't do anything right today. That pig is going to bug me. Awesome! How are you liking them? Have you played with them or just sitting staring at them for a while? That's what I do. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It has definitely expanded its definition of artist, which is great. So many things are very um, I find very artistic that a lot of people find not so artistic. And so I hope that the definition of art gets broader in the world as well. All right, so I've got that part done. Now we're going to go back over this part with apple, I think. Yeah, green apple, which was number 38, just to fill it in. Ooh, she swatched them. Oh, of course. And I missed it. I missed it. Must have been while I was fighting with my own things. But I have to go back and watch it because I will live vicariously through you until next year. And we're just finishing off the darker green area for that grass. And we're going to come up through here and do the same thing. All right. And then we're going to come through here with the lighter color. Everywhere that the moon is lighting up. And we're going to take that darker color, put in those shadows under the mushrooms. And over here. So we've got a shadow coming under here. From the big mushroom there. So we're going to fill this in a little bit darker. Awesome, Jamie. Yes, these pencils do layer very well on Amazon paper. Oh no, 28 pencils are not necessary. Were there some duplications? So I'm just taking number 9 now, and we're just going to bring that shadow out. And we're going to do this area lighter from the light coming off the windows. Yeah, open stock isn't available from what I could see. Just going to come through here, do the doing the flicks with the darker green now. All right, and then we're going to come back through with that apple green. I'm leaving that light area there for where the moonlight's hitting it. Like so. And that gives us our front lawn. Yeah. Hello, Emmy. Hello, Marcy. Thank you, Emmy. I appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. If you keep an eye on YouTube, somebody will find out sooner or later. All right, so we're going to do the basket. I don't think they're available in the US. They are available through Cult Pens, though. Marilyn. Yeah, sometimes those Prismas, they disappear pretty quick. But the one good thing about Prismas is they are open stock. So as you use up a color, you can replace it. So these are also, they also have an open stock type of thing where you can purchase 6 of one color instead of the whole set. So I am using number 86. Now remember, we put the light in there already, so it's going to have some yellow on it. Up here at the top of the rim. Again, just a really light layer. Same with this basket here. And then we take our darker brown, which is number 20, which is English red. Actually, I don't think I want English red. Let's use number... Yeah, let's use Van Dyke brown for our shadows. Yeah, I think people have said that shipping was like $20. Yeah, I will have to go back and watch your... Maybe I'll feel better about not being on my no-buy. Maybe I will feel better about having to wait. Oh, great. Okay. I did not know they were on Amazon. Thank you, Shannon. I don't know if they're still on Amazon because I haven't seen them, but I looked on Amazon once and then found them on Call Pins. So. Because you know you gotta look. Going back through with number 20 to fill in the basket, using a little bit more pressure this time. Yeah, exactly. And I don't even know if it would have been free shipping. It depends upon where it was coming from. All right. Oops. We need to do this one. This one kind of looks like a cap of the acorn. I think it is. I think they made a flower pot out of an acorn cap, which is kind of cool. All right. Okay, now we're going to do the berries, and we're going to do those. Let's do those as blueberries. So we're going to start off with number 105, which is a light purple. And we're going to base them. This is, I think, lilac. Yes. I'm going to base them with some lilac. And of course, we've got the yellow on there for the light source coming off the windows. Now I could have also used periwinkle blue, would have worked just fine for that as well. All right, Sue, have a great day. The soft pastels I put in small 72 pencil cases. All right, now we're going to take number 28, which is ultramarine blue. for those shadow areas. Yeah, there's a 250 individual slot case, which is what I'm using right now. For these pencils, it's a 250 slot. Actually, there's one on my deals of the day that I think is 33% off for the 250 set, and that's individual slot. It's not until you start getting into the 300s that they use multiple slots on some of them. On this brand anyway. I think it's, it doesn't say. Don't say. Alright, and then we're going to use the darkest one, which is, no, that's black. We don't want black. We want dark blue. There it is. I put it in the wrong spot. Nope, that's brown. Where is my dark blue? Yeah, I'll lose a pencil. I think I did. Which one's this? Number 28. Oh, that's ultramarine. So what's this one? 25. No, that's the purple. Oh, I hate it when I lose things. I know it's here somewhere, because I just had it. I've lost a pencil. Maybe it fell on the floor. Oops. Okay, so we're going to use a different one, because that one is black, and I don't want to use black. Maybe I stuck it in somewhere. I have no idea where this pencil went. I was just using it this afternoon. That's the crazy part, is I was just using it. And I could have swore I stuck it in its little slot. Oh dear. Yep, it does. It does. It kicks in horribly. Because I know I had it, and that's what's really bothering me, is I know I had it not more than an hour ago. No, we'll use number 76 instead. Until I find the other one. I've lost denim blue. Yeah, I'll check the floor. I'll find it. I lost two or three of my Faber-Castell polychromos once, and I searched everywhere. And then when I was going through and rearranging all of my pencils into different cases so that I could optimize space, I found them in my Holbein case. It's like, why are you guys in here? I think Holbein invited them to a party. Oh, nice. Does it have some good pinks? Yeah, exactly. And if I wasn't filming, I would actually stop, close the book, and find the pencil. Just saying. Now I'm just going back through with the lilac and finishing off the blueberries. What's this one? Nope, that's dioxide. It's this one. That's brown. Yep, I don't know where it is. I'll find it. And it will bug me until I do. Alright, so these little flowers here, we're going to do pink. So let's do... start with fuchsia. No, start with raspberry, which is number 55. Yeah, the pencil gremlins have run into my coloring corner and run off with my pencil. Sometimes I have to check behind my ear if I'm not wearing my headset, but because I do every once in a while lose them behind my ear or in my hair. Not yet. It will be available on the 8th. I have seen some information about it, and I'm very excited about it. And I'm going to keep it a surprise until I receive it, if you haven't already seen the information about it, because the new book is very exciting. And unless I have it in my hand, it's really hard to explain. So because these are really, really small details here, I'm just putting in a little bits of the darker color. And then we're going to go over it. Oh, then we're going to go over it. Nice, Angela. It is her last one for a little while until she regains the ability to draw and whatnot. I'm hoping it's not her last one for a very long time. She is working through her disabilities and going to physical therapy and all that fun stuff to regain her abilities. But for right now, yes, it is going to be her last one for a little while. I'm really hoping that she regains her abilities. She said that typing has become a little bit easier in the past couple of days, but she still hasn't been able to put pen to paper. So I'm really hoping that that it comes back. Very quickly. No, there is not a pre-order. Yes, Etsy is a hole. It is a black hole that will suck you in and never let you out. It's almost as bad as Amazon. But as soon as it is out, and maybe even before, because she does typically send me one. I haven't received it yet, but as soon as I do, I will do a flip through of it and all of that fun stuff. It will be available on Etsy as well as Amazon. Hello, Carol. Yeah, she was finding it very difficult to type for a little while there, but she says it's not as hard, but it's still difficult. And like I said, I'm really hoping that with physical therapy, practice, time, that sort of thing, that it will all come back for her. Because, yeah, nothing worse than losing a good artist to something silly like something medical. Nice. Yeah, that is true, Tico. That is true. Hello, Catherine. Nice. Aw, Jamie, that's awesome. I appreciate that. No, she does Etsy as well as Amazon. So if you want to purchase her books in PDF format, you can definitely do so. All right, so I'm going to do the stepping stones here. So I'm going to take that gray, that warm gray. So we're going to start with number 108, which is London Fog. And we're going to work on the stepping stones. Why is that so? Let's do that. I don't know why it suddenly got so dark. We're supposed to have thunderstorms sometime tonight, from what the news says. Yeah, and I do believe that her mystical lands is her source of income. I'm not absolutely positive on that, but her husband does work as well, so her husband is wonderful as well, so very, very supportive man. And he can garden like a demon. That man loves his gardens, and he does so well with them. They're always so pretty. His gardens are her inspiration for most of her plant her plants in her books. All right, so we've got that base down. Now we're going to go in with number 107, which is Storm Cloud. That was a warm gray. This one here is a little bit cooler. For those shadow areas. Putting in the cracks in the stone, the little divots. And shadows. Now, because this is stone, I'm not too concerned about making sure that all the white spot is covered, because just like wood and like plaster, we want it to look like there's variation, definition in that sort of texture. And Catherine, that picture you sent me was fabulous. I loved it. That was awesome. Actually made me smile. I need me one of those. Yeah, if it does, we do get a thunderstorm tonight. It'll be the first thunderstorm that we won't have the dog panicking through the house. It might cool things off a little bit too, so I'm hoping. Shyla did not like large booms at all. So thunderstorms, fireworks, things like that just sent her into a panic. Alright, there's a little stone here. Alright, now we're going to do this set of paths here. So I'm just going to take this gray and I'm going to fill in the dark side of the stone. Like so. Hello, Jen. Welcome, welcome. Like so. Alright. Then we're going to take that light gray again. And we're just going to darken up these just a touch. And then we're going to do our dirt area here. Let's see, which one's this? I don't think that's the one I want. This one I want. And we're going to do that with number 19, which is raw umber. First of all, in between the stones. we're just going to fill in all that movement and shadow on the edge there. As we go down into the sun's, into the rest of the world. I'm putting a little bit of shadow here. And a little bit under here. Alright, and then we're going to take number 83. We're just going to come off of that shadowy areas a little bit. Again, just using a very light touch because we don't want it to take over the yellow. Then we're going to come down through here. We're just working off of that darker brown. And then we're going to use number 22, which is Mars Yellow. And I'm just doing a very light doing really light layers and building the color up. And as you can probably see, that light yellow stands out. So it keeps that moon glow on the path. So let's go over it again. Again, I'm not too concerned about the white spot because this is going to be textured because it is a road. And it's not a paved road, it's a dirt road. And dirt roads have that texture. Like so. The light yellow will show through it because it is a lighter color, but it will darken the color that you've put down. Now if I go over it with the light yellow again, where's my light yellow that I used? It will brighten up that light yellow. Like so. I'm just going to brighten up a few of these areas just because. I know Emily's doing mermaid. Emmy. I know a lot of different YouTubers are doing mermaid. I will do a tribute picture to mermaid, but I was not invited to do mermaid, so just going to brighten up the yellow here, like so. Alright, so I'm going to switch you over to the other camera here so you can see better what I have gotten done. There we go. So that gives you a better idea of the colors that I've gotten done there. The grass on this side, I'm just going to do the same way as I did here. We're going to color the post, some flowers, and a bee. Oh, and we've got this plant over here still to do. And then this page is pretty much done. Of course, we've also got the sign to do. All right, Dawn, good night. I hope you have a good sleep. Yes, Erica is doing mermaid event as well. All right, so I'm going to switch you back over to the close-up. And we're going to do our post. So I'm going to start with number 19. It just got really dark here. Like eerily dark. Don't like it. This is in the Mystical Lands of Ushana, the one with the bridge. It's the very first book. And then I'm using number 85. I do believe I showed it on the thumbnail of the video. I'm not positive though. I may not have. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. And then we're going to go over with number 22 to blend it all together. Now we're going to take our gray. Maybe, there it is. Nice. Absolutely. All right, now we're taking number 107, which is the storm gray. And then we're going to take our black. Oh, nice. So I'm going to sharpen the black. Yeah, I like the borders on the page as well. So I'm taking the black now, and I'm coming down, putting in that shadow. Doing it really dark up here at the top. And as I get to the areas that the moon is hitting, I'm lightening my pressure. So this back area here is going to be lighter due to the moon being there. And this front area is going to be darker. And then we're going to do the post in red. I am using the Saison colored pencils that we chose on Saturday. I don't typically, I might, but most of the time I leave the borders the way they are. I have a thing about sticking my hand in gel pens when I try to do borders. So I have learned to, stay out of them. And then we've got our post words here. So I am using number 1, which is bright red. And I'm just going to take that gray and fill that in a little bit. Blending into that black. And we've got a newspaper there, so we're going to take our black. I almost did it in red. And we're going to put some news on it, and then we're just going to take a little bit of yellow, having the moonlight hit it. Like that. Alright, then we're going to come down here. We've got a bee and some flowers. So for the flowers, let's do the bee first because the flowers are perplexing me. The fact that the bee is out at night is perplexing me as well. So, just saying. Yeah, if you do exclamation point Saison, they will bring you, it'll give you a link to the pencils on Amazon. Alright, so we're just doing his stripes. And we'll do his little legs as well. I think he's sleeping on the flower. I think he's sleepy. I think he couldn't make it home. So he had to sleep on the flower. Sometimes they do that. If they can't make it home, they just go to sleep on a flower. Alright, now we're going to use some yellow. So I'm going to start with number 52, which is sunflower yellow. Yeah, I could make it a crazy alien bee, but not today. So I'm going to do the under areas with sunflower yellow and up into the wing here as well with the black as well. Like so. And then we're going to use number 47. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Ignore that. So I'm using number 15. For his bee butt. And number 15 was primary yellow. Now for his wings, we are going to use number 61, which is aqua. And we're just going to go around the edges. Like so. Following all of the edges of the wing, even the areas that are going over top of the bee's back there, creating it a little bit of a different color, showing that the wing is going over top of it. And then we're going to take our white. And we'll fill that in. Like so. And there we have our bee. And no problem, Yana. It all depends, Tuka, on what I want to do. If I want to have the dark lightened by the other colors, I will start with the dark and go lighter. If I want the dark to show a lot more prominent, I will go from light to dark. Let's do these flowers pink, just to add some more pink. Oh, okay. Take a break from coloring. So I'm using the number 55. Actually, I want a darker pink as well, so I'm going to use number 115. I want that one. I want this one first. So as you can see with number 115, it's a lot darker than the first pink that I tried. And I'm going to put the other pink over top of it, which will lighten that dark pink down just a little bit, but still give a good shadow. Now this is the back of a flower, so there's not going to be as much of that moonlight hitting it as it would here on the front of a flower. Okay, then we're going to take number 55. It's what we started with in the first place. And we're going to go right over top of number 115, and we're going to extend it out. All right. Like so. Now because I want these colors to be lightened with the lightest color that I've got that I'm going to put on, I'm putting the darkest colors down first. Now if I wanted the darker colors to be more prominent, I would put them down last. Like on the next one here, I want the darker colors to be a little more than the lighter color, because the lighter color is going to be very pale. So now I'm using number 112, and I'm just going to blend those all together with number 112. And I'm not worried about how light this is or how dark it is, because it is the back of the flower. So there's only going to be a very small amount of light hitting it. Okay. And we missed a bit of green on there, so let's put that in there. Where did I put the greens? Over here. So I'm just going to fill in this area here before I forget to. And that area there as well. Otherwise I'll forget to. I have not gotten to messing with it quite yet. It looks like it will, but like I said, I haven't gotten to messing with it yet. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Yana, don't wear yourself out. Okay, so for example, this one here, I'm going to put the light down first because I want the light to be prominent. I want that to be showing up first because the light of the moon is hitting it more. It's the way I look at it anyway. I may be completely wrong, but it's the way I prefer to do it. Go to the next lightest pink there. Extend it out just a little bit past where I would put the dark. And then put the darker pink. The one great thing about coloring is there is no doing it wrong. Yep, exactly. There is no right or wrong. It's just the way you do it. I have had people tell me, nope, you're doing that wrong. No, you can't do it that way. That's not going to look right. And I ignore them all. Like, okay, if you're going to tell me that I can't do something a certain way, then obviously I don't need to listen to you. Everybody has their own style. Everybody has their own way of doing it. Find what works for you. If some of the YouTubers help you find that, fantastic. If not, that's great too. You know, just find what you enjoy doing. Alright, so I'm going back and forth between the light, medium, and dark colors here. So I started off with number 112, went to 55, and then went to 115. And then we're going to go back to number 112. So we're going to do the center of this flower. Hello, Pamela. Yes, backseat colorist. Yay. Not. All right, so we're going to start with the orange. Not this one, but this one. So we're going to start with number 2, which is nope, burnt orange, I think. No, scarlet. Scarlet. We're going to start with scarlet. Just saying. So this is number 2. Now, because I want the yellow to tone this down, I'm starting with the darkest color first. And then we're going to go into the yellow. And we're going to use number 15. Going to go right over top of it. Now, if I had used a lighter orange, that would have actually turned it into a orange yellow instead of an orange. And I wanted it to be an orange. And then we're going to take our, which one's this? Number 9. We're going to come down the back of the flower stalk here. And also this flower stalk here, which is hiding behind that one. And then we're going to take number 38. And we're just going to fill it in. Because it's such a small area, I'm not going to put 3 colors down, and I'm not going to worry about how light I'm pressing. Like so. And that, I think, is pretty much everything on the page. There's these little mushrooms here that we're going to do. And we're going to do them purple. Just because. I do have different ones. I will be making some more. I can't think off the top of my head the names of them, but I do believe, you know, there's some on shadowing, some on shading and that sort of thing. So I'm starting with number 25, which is dioxine purple. And then we're going to go to number 124, which is a shadow violet. Go figure. And then we're going to use number 27, which is periwinkle. And there we have our little bitty ones there done as well. Now we are reaching close to the end of our time, so I'm going to do up the road to packs here. I'm going to tip you forward so that you can see it. So we're going to do that, and then the rest of it I will do off screen because it's pretty much all exactly the same as I've already done. So the road to packs, we're going to do number 88. If I can find it here. This one here. Number 85 and number 20. I think this is 85 and I need number 20, which I think is this one. Nope, that's 68. I've got all the pencils piled up here on the side. Trying to find my number 20. It's probably gotten eaten the same as my blue. No, I just had it. Alright, so we won't use number 20. We'll use 85 and 59 instead. I do. Yeah, that could be very expensive. Alright, so the first color we're going to put down, this one, is number 85. And we're going to put down 85 in the shadow areas here. We're going to try to make this a gold banner. I can't guarantee that that's what it will turn out to be, but that's what we're going for. Using number 85 in the darkest of areas. Where those shadows are going to be. And the edges. I'm going to try to do it in an antique gold, but I can't guarantee that's what it's going to turn out to be. I've never done my antique gold with these pencils, so I'm choosing ones that are as close as I can get to the colors I normally use. Alright, now I'm going to go in with number 59. At the deepest part of the shadow. Yeah, I did do a leaves and flowers tips and tricks. I have also done a metal tips and tricks as well, in both gold and silver. and it should be on on the Tuesday playlist. Now I'm going in with number 88. And I want this to look like antique gold. Need a little bit more of 85. Yeah, there are playlists. Every weekday has a playlist. Anything for tips and tricks will be on the Tuesday playlist. Work in progresses will be on Wednesday. You know, different things like that. All right, now we're going to just take a little bit of a bright yellow. I think this one here. And we're just going to blend it in with a little bit of bright yellow. And it'll give that antique gold look. All right, and we're going to do the same thing. Of course, my close-up camera is showing it as orange. Isn't that nice of it? Well, that's good. Maybe it's just my my monitor. That makes me feel better. Thank you, Angela. Because on my monitor, it looks orange. And we're going to lighten it up with some bright yellow here. And this is number 15. And we're going to take a little bit more of that 85, and we're just going to feather it in so that we don't get that harsh line. Yeah, on my monitor it's showing up as an orangey color. And it should be a golden browny color. Alright, I'm going to switch you over to the main camera here. So this is the color it should be. Which is not quite antique gold, it's more parchment, but that's okay. It works out. It works. Alright, so there we have it so far. I will finish off the 3 little flowers here as well as the grass on this side of the street, and then it shall be finished. Yeah, a golden brownie color, yeah. Yes, the mushroom, it does have some orange in it. It's got some orange, some red, some yellow, all different colors. Some blue. Yes, the mushroom was orange. But it's supposed to have some orange in it, so. Alright guys, so I will finish this up off camera, and I will post this on Instagram as well as Facebook. Oh, let's finish this little plant here before I forget it's there, because I will. Alright, I need these ones. So I'm going to use number 8. And don't forget, on Saturday is the start of the Mystical Lands in May. On the 8th, she will have her new book released, both on Etsy as well as on Amazon. So make sure you pop in there. If you want to get to her Etsy, I do believe it's Mystical Lands Etsy on Nightbot, ! Mystical Lands Etsy. Of course, it is listed below the video as well as in the community tab as well. All of her books right now on Etsy are 40% off. And all of her merchandise. Oh, speaking of merchandise, I forgot to show you. I got a birthday present from Karen, and I forgot to show you, and I don't remember where it is. No. Hold on a sec. I have to find it now because it's going to bug me. I put it somewhere so I would remember where it was. That's always a bad thing, isn't it? I did. I put it somewhere where I would absolutely remember where it was. And now I don't remember where it is. But she sent me one of her tote bags. And it's awesome. And now I can't find it. And it's going to drive me crazy now. Hold on a sec. I'm going to go crazy for a moment. No. No, it's a big canvas tote bag. My husband's looking for me. Oh, there it is. Heavens, Betsy. Ooh, Saturday's Derby. Nope, nope, I didn't hang it on a doorknob. I stuck it in a cabinet next to me thinking I will remember it's there. But it's awesome. And I'm going to tip you up. Hopefully you don't get too scared. But it's awesome. It says art, buddy color, calm, color alongs, color and chat, confidence, community, contest, creativity, de-stress. All sorts of things. And of course at the bottom and down here it says Mystical Lands. And it's a massive tote bag. It's really, really big. Nope, it didn't go far. It is nice and big. It has big handles, so you can just put it over your shoulder. And it's got the Mystical Lands logo on it. And it's wonderful. And these are all of her merchandise is 15% off right now as well. So So all of her tote bags, coffee cups, t-shirts, anything like that that she has on Etsy right now is 15% off as well. So it's a wonderful, wonderful tote bag. Like I said, it was one of the birthday presents I forgot to show yesterday. Oops. All right, guys, with that, thank you all very much for watching. I will finish this off time here because it's pretty much the same thing I've already showed you. I will finish up the flowers as well as the grass. Then I will post it and we will pick a new picture on Saturday. All right, guys, with that, thank you all very much for watching. Always remember to relax, color, and stay safe. Until next time, bye-bye for now.